Good morning students, this is Shiba. Microprocessor and microcontrollers, UNIT-1, the 8086 microprocessor. So in that we are going to see about the topic modular programming. So why we are going to this modular programming? Generally for industry programming projects and all, you will be writing thousands of lines of instruction. As I have said, if you are going to do a simple digital clock, means the number of instructions will be very less. If you are going to do programming for a microwave oven, means definitely the programming will be thousands of lines, because the execution and the application is a vast one. So based on the application you are selecting, the lines of the program will be go on increasing. So this modular programming came to reduce the complexity level of the program. So if you are increasing the lines of the program, obviously the understanding as well as the complexity of the program will go on increasing. So a normal user, it will be difficult for a normal user to understand. So in order to reduce those complexity, we are going to this modular programming. What it is? Nothing but modular programming. From the name itself you can say modular, modulating, as well as modules are separated. That is, if your application has many large tasks, the large task is split out into smaller tasks. That is, modules are separated from the larger segment, and each module is processed separately, and finally the output is consolidated, so that the difficulty of the application will get reduced. Okay, so this is the major objective of going to this modular programming. .obj modules are produced and linking programs are created to link the submodules and produce the single output. Okay, the modular programming techniques simplifies the software development process. Of course, it is very easy for anyone to understand and develop the software by using this modular programming technique. So what are all the major characteristics of modules? You can see that characteristics of modules such as each module is independent of other modules. That is, nothing is dependent. Everyone is as individual module, and each module has one input and one output. Of course, since the major task is split into smaller tasks, everything has individual particular input as well as the output. A module is small in size. Since it is a simplified module, it is of course smaller in size. Programming as in single function per module is a goal. Of course, every module has its own goal. Everything has to satisfy its own goal. Then only you can able to consolidate and get a single output. And advantages of going to this modular programming is nothing but it is very easy to write, test, as well as debug. Coding can be reused. That is, you reuse it for some other applications also. Since you are separatingly writing modules. Suppose if you need a module, if application has 10 modules, suppose module 4 is used in another application also, means you can simply use it in another application also. So that is the major advantage. The programmer can divide the task. Yes, it can be simplified out. Reusable modules can be reused within a program also, or else in another program also. Drawbacks: it requires extra time and memory. Of course, it need time to split out, time to perform the simpler task, as well as time to recombine all the tasks into a single task. And also memory is needed. Since we are splitting out it into smaller modules, every module needs its own memory to process and produce the output. So these are all the drawbacks. And modular programming has particular parameters like linking and relocation, stack, procedure, interrupt and interrupt service routine, and finally comes under this modular programming task. So as I have said, this modular programming is mainly used to split out the big application, large application, into a smaller task modules, and perform it very easily without any complexity. Okay, so apart from the disadvantages, this is the majorly used in all the real-time applications nowadays, as I have mentioned. So that's all about the modular programming. If you have any doubts in this, you can ask me and get the details. Thank you.